Here's the intersection point. You can see there's bicyclers up on the carriage road. So there's like a little trail that goes from here to the carriage road. Carriage roads are better maintained than that trail. They were built by John D. Rockefeller Jr. I think the normal specs said they're about 16 feet wide and they're gravel. This is a carriage road. That spot where I crossed over was about 1.5 miles from the beginning of Breakneck Road. These carriage roads, they're not all flat. They go up and down, so you do get a good cardiovascular workout, even if you're just walking. I could never ride a bike on these things, though. Up ahead is one of the... Oh, here's another bicycle. Making me look bad. Here's another of the breakneck ponds coming up through the trees. If I zoom when I'm walking, it gets real jittery. But I don't know if the microphone will pick that up, but you can hear frogs croaking across the way, across the pond. It's funny, these are called carriage roads. And they were built by John D. Rockefeller, and there's lots of pictures of John D. Rockefeller and his family on carriages, horse-drawn carriages. But at the beginning, all the entrances to the carriage roads, there's big signs that say, no horses allowed. So, get a lot of bicyclists though. And there's that same pond. Yeah, again, I don't know if the microphone will pick it up, but there's a bunch of frogs out there in this swamp. And the calls are pretty loud to my ear, but there's one. We got a lot of ice damage the past couple of winters, and the birch trees seems to be the ones, because there's fallen birches all over the place. A lot of them survived, but a lot of them didn't. There's a beaver dam, a real beaver dam. And in the resultant pond there that it created, there's like I don't know if you call it a beaver lodge, or where the beaver lives. a better view. I don't know if it's active or not, if there's anything living in there, but there's a bunch of them around inside the park. And this is one of the bridges, the stone bridges that John D. Rockefeller Jr. built. This one had to be widened back in the 70s. Got Route 233 going over it. And it wasn't wide enough for the two lanes. So if you look inside here, once I get inside there, you can see the difference in the stone. But I had a ranger here the other day who showed me the difference in the stonework. And you can see it right there. I think that's the older work and this is the newer one. I don't know. But it got a prize of some sort for keeping to the same style as the original. The original was built back in the 1920s. These bridges are beautiful. The stains on there is lime leaching out. They got to clean that up. They have to be maintained, but they're in good shape. No horses. There's a beautiful white birch. One that survived the winters. I'm outnumbered. More bicyclists than walkers. Oh, there's some more walkers. Okay, here's something I think it's probably original. It's a stonework culvert. There is a PCV pipe inside there, but I got a feeling that was added later. I don't know how this will look on video, but it's very pretty here. There's a pond over to the left, and then we're coming up to a fork in the road. Got path signs. I can't see it. Not close enough.
Yep. Did you want a picture of yourself for the sign?
If you notice, both ways say which hole. Which hole. That's because it goes around in a big circle. But I'm going to Witch Hole Pond. Yes, Mikey, we have witches in Maine. And this pond is where we dunk them to make sure that they're real witches before we burn them.